Alright, what's going on, guys? It's Colin with HK Land Solutions. We are back out here at the pond restoration job. As you guys saw either in this video earlier or in the video previous of this one, you saw that we started the clearing process and then happened to get the Minotaur stuck, happened to get it buried. Ended up taking a 40,000 pound wrecker to pull it out and gave it all she had. So anyway, we are back out here. You can see the big hole that's now filled up with water. We've got about 5 inches of rain over the last 2 days, so that's kind of put me behind schedule even more. So we're going to get busy today. Our grapple situation, we've got this one as cheap as we could get it off the Facebook marketplace. We had to go through and put new hoses on it. Those were all shot, and then as expected, both pistons, hydraulic pistons, are shot completely. They won't even hold any pressure. So I've actually got one of my buddies, Will, he just bought him a new 65 or 75 horse tractor, got a big grapple on it. I think he's going to come in a couple days and help me out moving this material. So I'm going to see if I can get almost all this clearing done this evening and tomorrow. That way when he gets out here Thursday with his tractor, he can book it as fast as he can to get it stacked up and piled up for this customer. So the last couple days have been a doozy. Between getting that Minotaur stuck and all this rain, it's put me about 2.5-3 days behind on this job. But hopefully we can still get this finished up by this weekend. That is my goal anyway. And I'm gonna have to get down here eventually to clean up all these trees that have been pushed over. And then I've got to get down here and see about blading this and grading this out some more. I started on it the other day, but I had to leave to get ready for a wedding, so I didn't really get much done at all. So later in the week, hopefully this can dry out. I'll come here and dress up all this, and it's a head section of a pond that's wet, so it's not going to be incredibly pretty, especially after we destroyed it with the Minotaur. But we'll do our best to get it cleaned up. Probably going to come in here with a chainsaw, cut some of these bigger logs into about 8-10 foot sections, and kind of use them to walk around with the excavator so I don't worry about burying it. So that's my plan there. I'm gonna go ahead and start on taking out these pine trees. I believe we're gonna take out every one of them. So enough talking, let's get in the machine and get to work. All right, we're gonna start with taking out this group of sweet gum trees. I wouldn't want that around my pond, so we're gonna take it out. impressive what this 6-ton machine will do. You know, it weighs, I can't remember the operating weight, but 12 to 14,000 pounds. That sounds about right. I think it's closer to 12. But it amazes me what this size machine will do. I mean, these are pretty good sized pine trees. I'm just not having any issues with, really. Yes, I could use a bigger machine. That is in the plans for the future. Just not in the cards right now. I can't really justify renting, you know, a 50,000 pound machine for this kind of job when I could use this Mini X and, you know, do the same amount of work. Just, you know, it takes a little bit longer, but I'm also not paying that rental. Now, if I was on a job clearing out, you know, 5 or 6 acres like this, then yeah, it would definitely require having a big machine. But this job can be done with a Mini. Let's Dig 18, anytime he's taking down trees like this, he always gives it a good timber. Oh, this one's gonna have to go straight. Timber! Timber! Come on. Timber! Splash into the pond. Oh, now we gotta try to drag this thing out of here. That is some good play right there. Oh, let's see if this little Mini will drag this tree out. Let me get a little closer. Come on, Mini. Not quite. Go to bragging on it, and then she won't do it. I think it will once I get all the roots broken up. see if we can drag it out of the water. With ease. Oh, let's see if we can spin it. Spin it around. Now come here, tree. Alright, a quick update for you guys. Let's see. We've got most of these pines taken out. I got most of them laid up on the hill. There's a couple bigger ones that I'm going to come back with a saw and cut those in different lengths so I can handle them, or my buddy Will can handle them easier with the grapple. I laid these two down here. I know that one was too big to try to mess with, to, you know, hit it with the bucket and try to break it up, so I'll cut it with the saw and then move it up the hill. Let's see, I'm gonna leave, I think I'm gonna leave one of those two pines over there. I'm gonna get this one closest to us. We'll get it, and then I'm about to get this group of sweet gums. They're just an ugly tree. Then let's see, I'm gonna leave a couple over here. Just want to leave some kind of structure around the pond. If he wants me to come back and take him out, you know, at the end, then I will. I have no problem with that. So let's see, I was planning on leaving those three right there, and then my plan is to get all this side done today and cut up before I leave, and then tomorrow I'll start with clearing out that head section of the pond and working my way around this lower section. So yep, it's going pretty good. After I get all this moved up the hill with the grapple, I'll probably run the dozer, you know, back and forth across here and just dress this up, make it look halfway decent. So all right, let me finish taking out this group of gums, and then and one of those pine trees over there, and that'll be it for taking down trees this evening. Well, this is the last tree for the evening. Pretty good bit done this afternoon. Honestly, it's more than I was expecting, which is always a good thing. Alright guys, so it's the next day, and after seeing it in the daylight, this is starting to open up a whole lot. As you remember, this whole side of this pond was, you know, covered in pine trees and sweet gums and privet underbrush. We've got 2 pine trees left right there. We've got a pecan tree, oak tree, and then a couple pines down here in the corner. But this is opening up a lot. So the original plan was to take all this material and carry it to the head section of the pond where the customer already had a burn pile started. He has since told us that we could make a couple more piles so we don't have to track it all that far, which is perfect. That's going to save me a lot of time. So most of my material is right here from these from that big group of pine trees I took out. So what I'm planning on doing is this hillside kind of bowls in right here. I'm gonna push this material up the hill and then push all that material this way and combine it, and we'll make us a nice big pile right here. Be easy to get around, easy to manage when he gets ready to burn it. It'll be out of the way of the pond and out of the way of the after pictures and, you know, whatnot. So I think that is my plan, is, like I said, push all that material this way towards the crest of this hill and push all this up in this way. That'll make life a whole lot easier. I'm going to attempt to get the dozer blade from the house tomorrow, or pick it up tonight and put it on the trailer. Not sure if our front end loader is going to be able to pick that up or not. So good thing I got the D3 out here. I'll use it if I got to. It's just an old machine, and the tracks undercarriage is worn slam out, so I try not to use it unless I absolutely have to. But all right, I've got 3 logs here. I've got the saw in the cab, and I'm gonna go down here to the head section of the pond where we had the Minotaur stuck, and I'm gonna start working on cutting those logs up into you know, 12-foot sections, whatever I can handle pretty easily. And we're gonna start clearing that out. So I got me 3 logs that I'm gonna use to put down to walk the machine on, just in case I do not want to get into another situation that I'm having to pull out another piece of equipment. So let me track down there and I'll get started cutting that. Try to clean up this little section, get all these roots and twigs out of here. I'm gonna get in there and cut all this with the saw. Cut these, and I'll start pulling these out of here. And of course, I'm out of gas in the chainsaw, and I don't have any more in the truck. Always something. up relatively in one spot right there. I might can take the dozer and push it up the hill. Oh, I got to move that stump right there. Well, here's how the head section of the pond is starting to shape up. Looking pretty good. I got most of everything pulled out from down in here. Remember, all those sweet gums were laid across right here, and I was able to cut most of them up with the saw and move them a little easier that way. And then chainsaw ran out of gas and I didn't have any more with me, so I had to use the excavator, kind of break them up. But we got it cleaned up pretty well. It just got so muddy in here, it's just hard to make it look decent. So I still need to come in here and grab a couple of these smaller sweet gums. I'm actually about to go hop on the D3 and push these sweet gums up the hill, and then I'm gonna go ahead and start piling all this material together like I talked about earlier, just to go ahead and get this side of the pond cleaned up so that we can get an idea of what it's going to look like. But yeah, that's the plan for now. I got a little bit of daylight left. If I need to do more excavator work, it's got lights on it. The D3 does not, so we'll go ahead and get that done. And then before I leave, for sure, I'm going to come in and finish grading or dressing that up. But let's see if we can get this old machine fired up. All right, let's see if she will fire up. Give it about half throttle. Beautiful. All right, well, we started working on our burn pile here. We had all these other piles up the side of this bank, and we just pushed them all to this middle section or towards where this dips down. We're gonna have this a burn pile here. There's still a few trees over here I'm gonna get. I need to what I need to do is bring the excavator and lay everything up here in a row in a pile, break up those sweet gum trees, lay them in a pile, then I'll just push them into this burn pile. But yeah, this opened up a lot from moving all these little piles. Oh, gotta be careful where we step. I saw a timber rattler about half an hour ago down here in this bottom. But yeah, this is going to shape up pretty good.